So some time ago, a Nigerian model Nara dragged a photographer for being inappropriate with her and touching her inappropriately during a shoot. Boye, you're a photographer. What do you think about this?
Why me?
You're the first person that comes to me.
Oh wow.
Personally, I don't touch people that I photograph.
Yeah.
I'll just tell you, okay, look in this direction, look in this direction, because women are very, very funny. Yes, now women are funny because you might not.
I agree though.
You might not mean
I
it.
agree.
You might not mean it in that way. Like I might not touch you in that way, but your brain and your body is interpreting something else to your body. So you might be feeling like, okay, this person is touching you inappropriately. But sometimes I take permission first. Okay.
Yeah.
Can I
let me come
pose
in,
you? Can I touch you?
Let me come in. I'm also talking as a female that for somebody that's worked with a lot of photographers, I personally do not think, like my default is not that as I'm trying to go and work with this person, is trying to touch me. Yeah. No, because I know I'm going there for work. And I've worked with a lot of photographers or stylists, whosoever, would, even when they're trying to like probably oil you up and things, they're asking that, oh, can I do this? And I'm like, yes. So I also think that it is important that female models should know that once you're a model, you should know that there are things that would happen. Now, let me give you an example. When you're walking backstage for a runway show, there's a probability that half of the time you're walking in your pants and bras where someone is trying to change you, someone is oiling you up at that point. Like there's just so many things going on at the same time. You will now say at that point, oh, somebody's trying to no, because you already know what you're signing up for. That is how the industry is. Maybe that. Maybe, but it doesn't change the fact that there are instances where things like that have happened. I know that with there was a time someone came to me about I think a makeup artist that sexually harassed her, and I think a bit of people dragged him that period. And I think from a very close point of view that I was with him to at some point, the tendencies that he did that was very, very high. Do you understand? For somebody that's worked with a lot of people. So I could tell that even if anybody drags him today, I might not drag him because obviously I was not really, like I had not really
have a first-hand experience.
But I know that there's a high probability
of
that
person doing it.
because I've seen the signs.
And when it comes out.
What do you say?
If someone comes out and tells you.
Yes, I would not dispute it because I know that, okay, if not, I was probably very careful in that situation. Maybe something similar to might have happened to me. Do you understand? So I also always advise female models that if you do not have a very close relationship with this person, try to meet in places that you have other people. When you want to shoot, do not go alone. Go with your friend. Once you also put those safety measures for yourself, the probability that things like this will happen would be very low. Because you're already aware of the situation, the industry you're stepping into. We cannot deny the fact that things like this happen in this industry. So I think it's important that we also just educate them and make them know that once you're let me give you another example. When we're fitting for designers, I think I have forgotten that fashion show. I think Zenith something. I think that was my first fashion show. I was maybe like 18, and I was so shocked to see female models on their pants only, and the designer is gay, quote unquote. I don't know if I'm supposed to say that. Was just there sizing their breasts like, okay, your bust is small, and they were literally naked, and I was so shocked. Like, so this is how you people do it over here. I was genuinely shocked to see girls standing in front of men with only their pants, and they don't have anything covering up, and I'm like,
oh sorry, you mean they
yes, they didn't have anything.
They didn't have the X plasters.
Nothing.
Those nipple covers.
Nothing. It was just, I think, female interns and the designer himself that were there. Obviously, other male models were not there. It was just there trying to size them and like, okay, I think this will fit you. And it was very foreign to me, but over time I understood that, oh, this is how it's done here. Fair enough. It was still very foreign to me, but over time I understood the reason why some had to do it, even though I feel like there are better ways that have gone about that. But for somebody that is not aware, you can also think of that situation as if someone is trying to sexualize you or something. Meanwhile, the person that is even looking
Just
at you
doing
is
his job.
just there because. But like I said, there's always room for improvements.
I think I've been in a situation like that before.
It was,
too.
oh my god, like that day, I'm like, no, this is not what I want to do.
I was
with my life.
telling actually.
The help putting this in on top of the girls. You know that guys to go through all this.
Yeah.
This one I was even interning. I was interning for a fashion show. And,
What you
and I
mean
think
by
interning was still, I think internships at fashion shows were still very new as at that time. So what it just did was randomly place people at different departments. So each day of the fashion week, you are placed in different departments. So now there was this department that was in, I think it was in clothes and rack. And it meant that I'll have to dress models.
Yes.
And I'll have to put that tape on their back. I'm like,
Hey, how'd you go
am
about
I supposed to be
this?
seeing your breast? Because it was very uncomfortable. It was very uncomfortable for me.
It is.
Especially
It
in
is
work
uncomfortable.
situations. I don't like seeing naked people, especially in work situations, because I'm just like focused on the work that I want
Yeah,
to
trying
do.
to-
Also, that means
There are
you
even
don't have a friend
times-
as a nudist.
No, I have. That was in work situation. I have my friends work up and down. Even when I have to shoot like even male models, like, and they have like to oil their body, and I'm always like, I can go and look for somebody else to oil
To do
you
that.
because I want to have a track record that it's very clean. So God forbid though, if one person now comes out and say, oh boy, did this, did that, I have like
Everybody's
a
there
million people to
stand.
defend. Do you understand?
Yes.
You have a clean
What
slate.
happened like in 2021 and the guy was like, oh, that I should be the one to oil, and I'm like, why? And like when I was oiling, I was just like,
What's going on
ew,
here?
ew.
Wasn't even find joy in.
But I mean, some people derive joy
Yes,
in doing
some people
that.
derive joy in doing
And I heard that there are people that's actually their job
Their
in the
job to
studio,
just
to be oiling
oil
people.
us.
Some people live for it. I've had the experience of going for a photo shoot with a photographer, and then it was meant to be a news shoot, and then were just two of us in the studio. Now this shoot was obviously I can oil myself, but I can't oil my back. I can't
Some
oil. So
certain
it
part
was
of
like,
your
hey, let me help you. And then he helped me. He helped me down to my buttocks. Now you would have asked me, so can I touch that
Your
part of you?
face.
Can I touch that part of you? Yeah, but he just did that.
He
And
asked.
He
He
didn't
did
ask.
ask. Okay.
He just was like, there to do my back. Your hands now. We went to the buttocks. Alright. Okay, we are done with the whole shoot. My groom price already we did already. As per you have seen my front and back.
You are still touched.
Where is
By the way.
where is my images? Boom. Months till now. I'm sorry. I have not seen.
Can you imagine?
I have not seen that.
The
I-
person has
oh,
touched
So
you. for free.
guys, I feel like guys go through
Go through
this
it.
more than
So,
ladies at this point.
No, I will not say more than ladies. I just think you guys are not vocal about it, and women tend to talk about it.
Okay.
I also want to mention that the industry is very large, and there are so many things that can happen depending on where you find yourself. So
Yeah.
it's important that. Do you want to come in? Let me sharply land.
Okay.
It's important that you know what you want for yourself. I personally am not comfortable in bikinis. So I'm not going to find myself in a situation where I have to wear that and then open room for people to probably come and now oil me up from in a certain kind of way. So I think we need to inform models more. Now, let me give you an example of a face model. I don't think there's any reason whatsoever for anybody
somebody
to oil you
you
up. So if you know
And
you're not
apart from your
comfortable with
shoulders,
your
exactly,
hands. That's it.
if you know you're not comfortable with people touching you, then maybe just stick to face modeling and know that okay, the probability
With this,
that
I
I'll
can
be in,
avoid
yes,
that.
I can avoid. Do you understand? Because you cannot take out some things. It is just how it's supposed to be. Because you are for a certain shoot, you have to be shiny. That means you need to be oiled up. Do you understand? So when you know things work for you, work with that line. If it doesn't work for you, no one is going to force you then.
But I thought makeup artists actually use brush to oil people.
So sometimes
So
you
you
can't
don't necessarily
compare.
have to use
No,
your hands.
sometimes you can't compare the work of your hands to the brush.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Okay.
The brush might not be able to sink it into your skin well compared to how you'd rub it. So things like that
My
happen.
own, Sha. You said something. You said guys are not vocal about it.
Yeah.
I'm like, there are times where guys have come out and said things and
Yes.
they are brushed off. They are like, nah, there's no way, man.
So
But
let me
funny enough, I've actually
come.
never seen a situation where a guy is
Let me-
calling
let
out
me
people
even-
for touching him
That's because
inappropriately.
there's already that. There's already that.
Eh?
because-
You know, as a
there's already
man,
that-
they want you. Yeah, you can chest it. You can.
No,
you man, you
so
can-
what
That
I
was
think,
then.
what
Now
I
this is
think
2026
is
now. Everybody's
now I'm
vocal
going
is
to also make
2026.
another example where if a girl comes out and talks about something, we're probably not even trying to go into confirm the situation. Everybody's supporting her. Now, if a guy comes out and talks about it, I bet that I cannot see up to 10 guys that will try and say, oh, whatever that guy is saying
It's true.
is true. Yeah, they'll just be there like
No,
what-
so I think
I
things
just-
are changing.
and
Things are changing
maybe,
now.
maybe,
Yeah,
but
I feel like men are now more aware of their mental health in a way that everybody can relate to situations on a level. So
yeah, of course there's
I mean,
that.
there was a time that it was a soft call out. It wasn't like I didn't blow it out of proportion. It was just on my Instagram stories. And I had a lot of people like, how will I say it? I had a lot of
Support
people reach
you.
out to me and say, oh,
reach out.
this is true. And I think the situation was about the actual people that are supposed to protect you, which are your agents.
Yeah.
Now imagine your agents are now the one perpetuating the evil. So and that's why I feel like it is even difficult for a lot of mothers to speak out, because imagine it's like you being abused at home. You cannot come home and say that they're abusing me outside, because
You sleep
the person
outside.
that is abusing you
He's
is even
already
at
there.
home too. So and it's very, very sad, especially when there's a trauma transfer.
Yeah, apart from that,
Wait, so years ago, I mean, I wanted to model as well at some point, and I was very, very young. So I've met with a couple of models that don't model anymore, because we used to go for castings way back 2010, 2011, 2012, and there was always this situation of, oh, maybe agent is casting director is touching them inappropriately, or agent is offering them sex for roles or stuff like that. And I'm seeing these people now as agents, as
They've
casting
grown
directors,
into,
and they're the ones doing the same thing too.
Same.
And I'm like,
Causing the trauma.
yeah.
we cried about this. Why
Now
are you
you are
doing
doing
the
the
same
same
thing?
thing.
There was a time that there were some agents that were trending one time that they called them out on Twitter. There was this organization for models thing that was, backing it up. And it's just very, very sad that these people are still there. Some of them are still even working freely. Their agencies are still operating normally. And it just feels like people are afraid to call these people out because of the fear of cancellation.
Yeah.
Like me now, this was I've
Same.
said now. I obviously cannot mention names because even myself, I'm suffering some soft cancellation. But
Yeah.
it's
so when we
just really,
when,
really
when will
sad.
things now get better?
It just feels like everybody's just going to stomach it.
Yeah,
honestly,
Maybe we
when
have predators up there.
that
Get
is it,
better.
because as I said, you're a model, you're starting up. A designer touches you in a way you don't like, and you want to speak out. And the moment you speak out about it, they have just carry your name and drop somewhere. You go for castings.
Right.
They
Nothing
don't,
for
they don't even
you.
let you walk. And because they know everybody knows everybody.
Yes.
You understand?
I
And
agree.
you come in. So how do you want people to speak out about things like that? And then,
fair
as you
enough.
said, when you speak out, nobody wants to talk because they
True.
don't want to be
There's
dragged
that.
So
into
the
it.
thing is, when girls speak out, people will talk.
Yeah.
But when guys speak out, trust me, even as a fellow guy, I have an experience. I would not go in your comment section and write, oh yes, I have this experience. I rather go into your DM and tell
then-
you, yes, because I know if I come out, I feel more like a damaged man to anybody out there. Do you get? I feel not competent more. So
And
it's just
that's why I'm still saying that there's a difference between male and females. Do you understand? Because as females, you would always see they will come into that comment section
Yeah.
and just hype you up.
Do you know what?
Or
They even tag people.
Do you know what's even funny? Even men now, even
Men will now
Yeah,
come
yeah,
out.
yeah,
So
yeah,
if
yeah,
that
yeah,
comes
but
out,
nah.
you will not see men on that. And I feel like it shouldn't be that way, irregardless of the situation we find
I
ourselves.
think there should be a support
should-
group.
Yes, do you understand? That
Men
is
supporting
just
each other.
support yourself.
So you cannot come out together.
Just support whoever it is that, even if it's not openly, you guys can probably open a group, put the person in. Girls do that thing a lot, even if you are not in the comment section, whether maybe dragging whoever it is that you're dragging, they will come to you as a group and talk sorry about whatever happened to you. They'll just show support
Love.
generally. Do you understand? And I think that's the difference between females and males, because I feel they just know how to like chest things and move on, which is not supposed to be, because you, like you said, there will be like this trauma transfer at the end of the day. So it's important that in our small corners with platforms like this, let's just talk about how even if there is no avenue for you to say how it is or whatever it is that you're feeling, there are few people that are there to hear you. Just go to them and talk to them about it, even if they have to probably keep your identity, make you anonymous, whatsoever. They would help you. I know this models organization, they brought it back one time last year, and I think they are still running. There was this girl that they were on her case. I don't know the outcome, and I think it's also important that we should fight a cause and fight it to the end. So people will know that, okay, there are situations they've actually fought for somebody and then something positive came out from it. So if we start doing that, maybe moving on, things will get better. And I think we also need like a law that would guide models in Nigeria, also like protect them, maybe in terms of the general law, or maybe create a group. There are just so many things that could be done. But I think an average Nigerian, I'm never talking as model, they just tend to look after themselves, and as far as they're fine, everybody, as far as not. So once we can change that narrative, or maybe start seeing things from another perspective, maybe there could actually be a significant change. It might not be so much, but something can come out.
You need to speak on the desperation. Do you understand? Like now they don't pick you at a casting, and you are coming to me and you're telling me, they didn't pick me. What can you do for me now? Blah blah blah. There are situations there where models are telling you they can't do anything to work the show, and you are at them like, is this show actually like worth it for you to come and offer yourself for? Do you understand? And it happens.
So we're
Let's
fighting,
say the truth.
we're fighting a cause.
It happens.
And then there are people that are that are shooting on that cause.
It's like you are seeing someone that can obviously cannot walk, and you're coming for a casting for a runway show. Why are you wasting your time? Now you have done transport to that place. You're going to feed yourself. So you've just wasted money, because now, and you keep going from casting to casting to casting to casting to casting. And you don't get picked. And you now come and say, oh, the industry hates me, or I feel blacklisted. Look at yourself. Now, it's not a matter of whether you're even fine or not.
It's just what
you just do not fit into that category of. Now we're getting to a position where influencers are now becoming models.
Yep.
I was at a show recently. That was Africa Fashion Week, and I was one of the influencers that walked the runway. And I don't know what was happening with the models, but I was just hearing noise outside and blah blah blah. And this guy was like, "Will you talk to influencers like that?" Blah, 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 blah. I'm like,
influencers are coming for our job.
I'm doing the same job too.
It's just that one is there. Models are they don't.
Do you guys feel like influencers are coming to take your job?
Yes.
What?
No, we don't feel.
I don't even-
It's not like we
I don't
feel.
even-
Not like we feel. Nobody really.
How
gives
you
a shit.
feel?
Nobody cares. But it's like
You are to take their jobs instead.
it's like
Because,
it's not
yeah,
like
there
what
was
are
a
you
girl that
people
was
doing
on
here? What are
TikTok
you people doing
I
here?
was raving, I was partying. What is that
think
influencer
I
doing
saw-
on the runway?
I think I saw
I don't have a problem with it.
Secrets.
Yeah.
I think I saw that.
No, those ones
Those are different.
Those ones are just looking for attention.
Yeah,
I don't see
bad belly
anything
people
wrong
everywhere. I'm
with
telling you.
influencers walking the wrong way, because at the end of the day,
I see most as
influencers. No, so
No, like we're talking about like
now
influencer.
there's a
influencer.
fine line between modeling and influencing.
Yeah.
Now a model can be an influencer.
Yes.
Yeah?
But an
Easily.
influencer
But
cannot.
it's not an easy transition for
for
an influencer to become a model.
Yes, I agree.
Do you
with
understand?
that.
Now, when models become influencers, it's when models have community, when they create content, when they create personal branding, value,
yeah.
they now transcend into. Now, for influencers transcending into modeling is when that's gotten to a point where your value has now become so big that the brand now wants to put you in the forefront. Now with Victoria's Secret, Amazon was sponsoring Victoria's Secret,
Sure, yeah.
and Amazon has an influencer
List?
program.
Okay.
They have an influencer program. Even Nigerians are Amazon influencers as well. So what they did was they used some Amazon influencers to walk the runway at, and there was an Amazon sponsored collection under Victoria's Secret.
Oh, yeah.
Now these models, these influencers that were working the show are also selling the clothes that they are wearing. So some of the influencers that walked the show, even Amazon even had some influencers attend the show as guests and walk the red carpet wearing some of the Victoria's Secret clothes that were being sold live.
Okay.
So and that's the problem I have with a lot of these TikTokers. I'm sorry, TikTokers. You don't verify information before coming online to para.
Just
Talk about.
You just go, why influencers working? They are working. And influencer work is not easy because they won't give you a job if you don't have numbers. They won't give you a job if you cannot transfer your content into money.
Okay.
So it's not easy. And brands will obviously want to use influencers because they are bringing more value into. I'm sorry, as a model. Sorry to say this, but if you're a model that does not have influence, you are just modeling the clothes.
You're just a mannequin.
I don't want to use that word.
I was waiting for that. I was waiting for that.
Yes, now, and I've had situations where I produce shoots for commercial shoots for brands, and they are specific about using influencers, not models, or using models with huge following and community, meaning using influencers.
Influencers, yes.
And sometimes they even pay them extra so that they can even post the commercial on their page. So now what is stopping you as a model from being an influencer?
As I'm saying, I keep on saying that we models can take over the influencing world.
I hope so.
I mean,
Yeah,
there is a possibility that you can do that. Yes,
Yeah,
a
taking
couple
over
of
the
them
influencing
have done that, and it happens.
I have this question for you and Boye. For as somebody that has gone for so many shoots, what advice would you give a model?
Okay.
For us, for we models to be safe out there, generally,
Okay.
male and female, what advice would you give to us?
Like I said earlier, it's important that you know the kind of shoot you are going for. Know what works for you. Now, once you know that, you already have an expectation of what to get on that set. Now, if whatever it is that is happening on that set does not now work for you, it's okay to actually walk out of the set. You can also lay your terms and conditions to work. I know people that once they are sending their invoice, they have another script of what they allow and what they do not allow on set. You can do that for yourself. It's part of your branding. Put it out there. Be vocal about what you can accept and what you cannot accept. So once you put that, if whatever it is that you're trying to do, if it works for them, they will work with you. If it doesn't work for them, they will not work with you. It doesn't stop that you are going to get jobs or not. So I think that's all I have to say about that.
All right, Boye, you are safe.
I said it all. I'm sorry to say, but sometimes some models lead people on in a sense that yes, let me talk. In a sense that people should not.
No, it's like I can relate.
Yes,
I can relate.
in a
I can
sense.
relate.
Oh,
I
you
can
lead.
relate.
In
Yes.
a sense that
Wow.
in a sense that you and this person are talking every day. Now, you yourself as the model is not even creating boundaries.
Like,
Now you're already asking the photographer how was your night, how you slept, do you dream of me? Now you are meeting and you're expecting the photographer not to get comfortable.
You get yes,
like,
You
see,
understand?
yes.
but
I'm
like,
sorry.
but like,
It's still not enough, Sha.
I mean,
you can understand.
No,
You
everybody.
understand.
No, not everybody. Not everybody.
It's
Not
not
everybody.
enough.
Now with me, with me, I know how to separate work and
pleasure.
even my friends know that when I'm working, it's like strictly work.
Yeah.
Do you understand? And there are just some people that do not think that
They
way.
can't read in between
Now
lines.
you have let the person.
So the question-
wait, let me finish talking. You have let the person so on to the point that when the person has already even imagined you.
Yeah, you get.
Imagined you in different positions.
No, see,
You not get
so
the finish
no,
and
my,
you're like.
my own now is that. How is that supposed to be the models for? So I tell you, wait, relax.
Let him land now.
Wait. So I'm being nice. I'm being nice. I know that this person.
There's a line between.
Wait, land is finished.
I'm being nice. You know, you're saying things. I'm like, okay. I tell you, I don't swing this way, but I'm still,
Wako.
Wako, you're saying this and I'm like, oh, it's fine. I'm reciprocating that vibe. And then the next thing you know, when you do something, I'm like, oh no, I didn't mean it like that.
I've been in a situation whereby now the case is reversed.
Oh my God.
You
Yeah.
understand? Now I've already told this person that I am not comfortable with this conversation. If you text me the next morning, good morning, I'm replying you with GM. From there, you should already understand that
I read
I have already
between
blocked.
lines.
I'm not
Good
leading you
boy.
on. I'm not
What
sending you away.
what
I
I'm
am in the
going to- what I'm
middle.
going to say is, irregardless of somebody is leading somebody on or whatnot, there's always consent.
Yeah.
That will always be the bridge amongst everything.
Yeah.
Before you get to a starting point, consent is important.
But don't you think sometimes energy is consent?
No, it's not.
That
It's
is
No,
not.
I said
No,
sometimes.
no.
Sometimes.
I
No,
disagree.
no,
I
no,
said
no,
agree.
Alright, guys. As a model, things that I from what they've said, things that you need to focus on or look at before going for a job is where are you going to. Now, if you are going somewhere that feels unsafe, send your location out to your manager or someone that you trust. Ask for what kind of shoot you are going for.
yes.
If it suits you. If it does not,
Clock that.
leave. Always just share your location every time and everywhere you are.
Yeah.
If you are in a shoot and someone tries to touch you
Yes.
or so on, let them know that okay, yes,
You don't like it?
I don't like it.
It's a collaboration
Speak
with
out.
a friend.
Yes.
You will not send the
Speak
friend
out.
away.
Always speak.
Lastly, learn to say no. Like I have this saying, no job is worth the trauma. So always learn to say no.
It's not
Alright,
what the
guys.
trauma, oh, my
At all.
dear.
Man.